Good morning, everybody. This is Crowbar from the volcano lair with a wrap up on Operation Savage Rabbit. I played the Japanese Empire, and we, as the Axis, were defeated by the Allies in round 8. Berlin fell right before Warsaw was about to fall. Um, we weren't able to keep all of our victory points. Really, the whole game was clouded by turn 3. The Russians were able to sneak into Berlin and take the money, and the Germans really couldn't get built up enough to hold everybody off. The Italians did wonderfully and held the Middle East, and we're down here. We were not probably going to be able to keep the Horn of Africa point. I don't think it was a terrible decision because the British fleet could have come over here and screened the transports from here. But I had a couple of Japanese fighters in Iran, and we were going to park them in a Somaliland with an airbase and have them scramble. But the British fleet could have come over and screened them, and so I thought it more wise to be aggressive on turn 8. The same turn I took out the American fleet over there. I decided to try to take out the British fleet in 80, and that went badly for me. AA shot down my bomber, and then I rolled 2 hits and 2 hits, and that's not enough when you got 2 cruisers and a capital ship and a carrier. So I killed the carrier, but they weren't going to be able to. I created hostile sea zones, so they weren't going to be able to load troops and try to assault the Middle East. But we were going to lose Horn of Africa there. He had a plan to take out those guys in Libya to hopefully get that point. And we were going to make a run at Brazil. Italy was in turn 8. If Germany hadn't fallen. But one run at Brazil with everything that he's got there, it would have been an evenish fight with a couple of bombards, a cruiser, and a battleship. But that was one victory point we were going to shoot for. I should have. My decision over here was I had a bunch of the islands and kept them all through the game. ATC is a wonderful technology for Japan. They put an airbase in French Indo, and they can reach a lot of places. They use them in a bonsai attack to finish off the Russian infantry in a moor. But I killed the American fleet at Pearl. Kind of created a sort of a kill box, I guess. I don't know. And he had no choice but to come into it to try to, hopefully withstand the attack and spread out. He had 5 transports full of stuff to spread out and get as much of my territory as he could. But I left a battleship, but I was gonna, it's turn 8. I was gonna kill it all if I had to. But I just spread out as much as possible. But Japan wasn't really messed with. I was gonna try go for Calcutta in 3, but I wasn't able to put enough units into Yunnan. They did well enough to keep retaking it, and I wasn't able to really get enough there to hold it and land my planes there. Because after that, there was too much in Calcutta, and I wasn't going to be able to get it. So I branched the other way and went and seized the Money Islands and everything else on turn 3 after the British. I believe the British attacked on turn 2. That was kind of how they did it. So that was kind of my purview over here. I wasn't really trying to keep China. Just trying to, hold the line. Just hold the line there around my victory cities and harvest all the money from the islands. But yeah, America was spending all their money over here. I think I killed a carrier. They did build another carrier, an air base, and a naval base up there. I killed a carrier up there with my planes. I don't necessarily know if he was expecting that. But yeah, a lot of the American resources was being spent over here. So and that's how it goes sometimes. You get a factory in Normandy, you start punching out units as much as possible, and you get a shuck going with your transports, and yeah. But yeah, Italy did great. Yeah, it was a fun game. I appreciate everybody that played. So I will sign off for the Axis, and well, for Japan anyway. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see y'all later.